Hello again, everybody. This is Adam with the library. I'm here. I am going to teach how to do heroic proportions for lady characters because, they're similar but somewhat different. I should have noted last time when we made Lock and Key Man, his arms and stuff came out about a head to the left and right. That's how you define this, like the width of proportions. Lady characters use roughly the same proportions. I'm borrowing this image from Drawing Comics the Marvel Way. Here's Susan Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 heads high. She's got a little bit more in there, but the general consensus is still roughly 8.5 heads high. You can also go 9 heads high if you want to make them really, really statuesque. So let's get our shapes out. Also should be noted that their shoulders tend to come out about, half a head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, boom, boom. And then let's just draw this out here and this out there. So there we go. We know how far things are going to come out. You might have noticed that that old drawing from Susan Storm is the Invisible Woman, for those who aren't in the know. She doesn't look very muscular. Doesn't look like she has much of a frame. This was a product of the time. Women weren't really drawn muscular or anything like that, because a lot of times women had blast powers. There very seldom was a woman who was a frontliner. Even Wonder Woman was drawn without a lot of musculature in her framing. This has kind of changed a lot. Like, you want to actually make sure heroic women have a heroic build, depending on what you're going on. Now that said, you can draw the builds however you want. This is just the general, I'm just drawing a generic comic character build. Go nuts, break the rules once you learn the basics, then break the basics. Have fun with that. But we're just gonna start here. Let me just kind of shape out the head a little bit. Give her ears. Give her a hairstyle, one that I'm okay with seeing over and over again. So there we go. And set up some eyes. Humans tend to have faces that are 5 eyes wide, 7 eyes tall, and you can use that for your references. So there we go. There's a generic face. Give her a neckline. And then we're going to start with the torso. So let's go back to our reference. So the torso is about 3 heads tall. So let's just do that mark off here. Make sure that we have this kind of a somewhat hourglassy physique shape. You can go a little more. And unlike guys, the torso isn't going to be just a trapezoid, upside down trapezoid. There's more to it than that. And shoulders out like this. Now, you'll notice that I didn't do as much of a deltoid and the neck. That is because, in general, it's a little bit rarer. I'm not saying don't. Again, I'm just doing the generic proportions and everything like that. And for all intents and purposes, I say have fun, go nuts. break the rules once you know them, break them. I will always say that. Like, some of my favorite characters, all my favorite lady character designs have broken the rules in some way. So, have fun with that. Let's apply some detail, a little bit of detail first. Let's set up a collarbone. There is going to be definition of the breast. That's just kind of how female characters are. I tend not to draw them, though, in tights. So I'll tend to do something like this, a little bit more classic, street clothes. Okay, now let's add the arms. Start again with a couple circles. They go out about half a head. We're going to do a little bit more fun with this one. If you're looking straight down, the arms, elbows are going to end up about here. And the forearm is going to lead to a hand roughly here. But we're not. We're doing a little bit of fun. We're going to have her arms be one on her hips. This allows a little bit more muscle definition because at rest, a woman's muscles, unless they are a lot more defined, tend not to show up as much. And this isn't me making a jab or anything. It's just a visuality thing. I like making sure that people can see the muscle definition and stuff like that, so you can see where the arm muscles are and stuff. So, let's do something over here. Making a come at me kind of thing. Now, because of the position, it is important to note that, the bicep is here while the tricep is in the back. So you get a little bit of a muscle weirdness here, and just a little bit here to showcase that it exists and everything. And let's just make these fingers. These are not clean hands. A good set of hands would not look like this. It's more just to get the proportions down. All right. Okay, that's upper torso. Legs. Let's move on to that. All right. Hips tend to come out and have this weird, interesting thing with legs. So, legs come out here. About the third, they come out to about here. About halfway through this last head. And like guys, there's going to be a bulge and a shape and everything. The knee goes in a lot more than you'd expect. Give her a pockets, because pockets rule. Now we'll just finish up here down to the leg. Let me adjust this. Now again, you want to do this. Proportions for women tend to be 8.5 heads high as well, because I used to draw them all the time in high heels, which I don't know why you'd go out crime fighting in high heels, but hey, you do you. If you are an aspiring crime fighter, first off, awesome. Second, please don't, because it's crazy dangerous. And third, if you do intend to do it, please don't do so in high heels, because that will kill your legs. High heels were designed for horseback riding. So do the same thing on this leg. As said before, the most painful part of drawing is the feet and the hands. And that could, in fact, be its own entire thing. So, let's give her some cool sneakers, you know, grab some of that, She's less cape and tights hero, more streetwise vigilante. And we'll do this. Give her a set of pants. Now, you might have noticed that I'm drawing pants over this thing, because you want to draw the body anyway. That way you know kind of how clothes are going to hang. And even with that sort of thing, there's still going to be a little bit of contour to the body. So, draw the legs out. This. A little bit of contour. These do that. Do that. Get rid of all this. So there we go. There is our female character. And I just realized this thing has been sweeping sideways. Oh, well, I'll rotate the video when I post it. Anyway. There we go. That is kind of how you do female proportions for a heroic character. You can always add more, add some muscle definition if you wanted to make this a little more. But honestly, you can kind of go however you want. Feel free to break the rules once you kind of learn them. It's okay. Have fun. And there you go. I will see you next time when we discuss posing and stuff so that you can make your characters look more dynamic. Anyway, have a good one, y'all, and I will see you next video.